Hey, Revelry Church family, welcome to this video of us explaining things. This is Brandon.
I mean, that's a good introduction right there.
Right. I should, you know what? I'm going to submit a lot of these videos and sermons to like local news stations. I need to be a news anchor. Let's just be real.
You do.
Let's come right out and say it. God has anointed Nick Carey to be a news anchor.
You would be a great news anchor. I would actually watch the news if you were the anchor.
Yeah, yes, that would be good.
I don't
Anyway,
watch the news.
all right.
Saying.
Here's what we're going to talk about in this brief or less brief video that is in your email box and just random places on the internet that we've posted it. We're going to talk about our plan for reopening church.
Yes.
That's right. Because we have gone green, Brandon.
It's crazy.
Green.
I don't know what?
I know. It happened all of a sudden.
We didn't know.
We didn't know it was going to happen, and here we go. So, pretty excited about it. I do have some notes in case I want to reference them, but if you were at church this past Sunday, then you heard the date that we are reopening and a little bit of our plan around that. If you weren't at church, we're going to tell you right now when we're reopening. Brandon, that's a drum roll.
That was a drum. You're a drummer. You can't
I know,
do a better
but it was like a
that.
one hand and
Impressive.
Yeah.
July 12th.
July 12th
is when we are opening.
Dun dun dun.
Woo!
That was confetti
cannons.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Don't be mad, okay? Because I understand that it's possible that is to a lot of people in our church. That's like in your mind, that's ridiculously too long to wait to have church again. I understand where you're coming from.
So do I.
And this is really everything that I'm about to talk about, it's been much prayer and consideration for this, and July 12th is where we landed. And here's the thing. I know that amongst our community, the entirety of this pandemic, everybody's had a different opinion.
Yeah, lots of opinions.
I've had a different opinion than Brandon's had, and Brandon's had a different one than me. If you want to know what his opinion is, just go read through his Facebook feed. Don't do that. I don't condone his Facebook feed. Anyway.
I do.
Of course you do. You post it. Anyway, so here's the thing. This is not a situation in which everybody will be happy, right? And it hasn't been from the beginning. Everybody has a different opinion. Everybody has a different thought. And so really, whether we would have, decided to open up on June 7th, as soon as we went green, or wait until the fall, or until there's a vaccine.
We could have waited forever.
We could have never opened.
Exactly.
No matter what we do, people will be upset. I just want you to know that we understand that you could be upset, and we did take all that into consideration, but we want to do as much as possible what is right in the eyes of everyone.
We want to do the best we can, too.
The best we can.
The best possible way.
To make everybody happy. Well, not really, but we're not really in the making people happy business. We're in the making people holy business. Okay,
oh,
church.
Yes, very
anyway,
true.
It's good theology here in this informational video. So we understand that, not everybody's going to be pleased with this, but here's the thing. We do have a decent amount of elderly and endangered, endangered, like they're like some kind of animal, like... We have endangered species running around at Revelry. People that are in the danger zone, right? They are a health concern.
Danger zone.
We have that. Immunocompromised people. We have that. And then we have the other people who just don't care. You haven't cared at all the entire time. Haven't been afraid.
I know a lot of those.
And that's all good. And I'm cool with you no matter where you're at. And some of you just are kind of freaked out by it, whether you're immunocompromised or not. It's just a freaky thing. It is. I understand. So wherever you're at, I want you to know we understand why you're there, and we're okay with you being there. Mm-hmm. Here's my hope. With us giving this extra buffer of about 5 weeks until we actually reopen, I hope that we will have all adjusted back to life operating
Yeah.
And to the point that people who wouldn't have come if we had opened earlier, maybe you'll feel comfortable to come by the time June 12th comes around. And, we're just trying to keep everybody in consideration with this idea. So July 12th is the day.
It's going to be the day.
The day. It's going to be a great day. I know it.
We're excited.
It's a great day for hockey. Anyway, every day since COVID has been a great day for hockey, man. It's a rough time. Anyway, so we're going to talk now about what are we going to do until we get to reopening day, and then we're going to talk about what basic ideas of best practices once we reopen, okay? So, again, if you were at church yesterday, you heard me talk about what our plan is. It's really what the message was all about. We're going to be doing designated, like full-blown, real deal house church gatherings in different people's homes. And here's what I do want to say, too. This is open to whoever wants to open their home, okay, for a house gathering. If that's you, please actually just reply to this email. I guess you can reply to this email. I don't send them. I think it's a real email.
I also don't send them.
But, okay, you can email hello@revelrychurch.com.
Yes, you can email that email. I know that
You can do that. And tell us that you would like to open your home, because there are some logistics that we have to work out with that, and we would like to, if you're comfortable, we'd like to put it on the website, things like that, so people can see that these are legitimate, supported house churches gatherings that we have. We want to make it a legitimate thing. This isn't just like a Band-Aid. This is we want to do this.
Yeah, make it work.
We want to make it work for the next few weeks. And I think it'll be a challenge, and I think it'll be stretching, and that good growth for our community can come out of it. So really excited about it. Also, outside of having a home that you want to open, if you just have a passion for ministry and seeing people look, live, and love more like Jesus, and want to come alongside people with that, we're looking for leadership for these house churches too. So you can email the same email, hello@revelrychurch.com, if you would like to do that. We're not trying to make it so that way if you have a house church, you also have to lead that house church.
That's an important note. That's an important note to know.
And I know of several people who are fine with opening their home, but they don't want to lead it, and I think that's fine, because this is the church working together, right? But we are looking for both for these next few weeks, and obviously the quicker we get them, the better. Maybe you're out of state, and you want to have one in a different state or a different country. We're all about that too, because those can be long-term things.
Literally anywhere. That'd be amazing.
So this is a way we can spread the gospel and accomplish our mission, that the world would experience the fulfillment that is found only in Jesus and a growing relationship with him. This is a great way that we can do this at a large scale, and even do it without having to just come in one place in one building. So really excited about that. You have anything to add about the home churches? The home gatherings?
No, I think it's a great way for people who might have the gift of hospitality to open up their home, and then people who want to minister and have that gift to exercise that. Like Nick said yesterday, this is how the church works, right?
That's right.
This is how it works. Are we joining the party? Or
are we
not? We want to join the party, and this is what the party looks like until July 12th.
How about this? You want a preaching phrase? Will you hold on more to your comfort then you'll hold on to the call of God on your life, okay? Which one are you going to chase after?
That's good.
I actually meant to say that in my message and forgot that part of my notes. It's fine. I'll preach it some other time. Psh, think I won't? Anyway, we're keeping it real here at Revelry. So that's kind of our plan for the next few weeks. Look at it this way. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. We're just trying to get through the tunnel, okay? So that's our plan for how we're going to traverse.
And we will get through the tunnel.
Oh, we're going to get through it, okay? But this also doing this in a, this kind of tested format, what we should have learned from all this craziness that's happened in the world around us is that you and I have no clue what tomorrow holds. Okay, Jesus actually taught us that. Nobody's taking him seriously until you're in a situation where it's like, oh, wait, I actually don't know what tomorrow holds.
I don't know.
This gives us the, a test run for if God forbid any type of pandemic thing would ever happen again. Now we have a system that we can jump right to immediately that is a better picture of the church than just us all in different places, right?
Yeah, so good. So good.
So let's talk about what is church going to look like when we actually come back.
I know that's what a lot of people want to know.
That's what people
What's it
want to
going to
know.
look like?
So here's what I'll say. As far as from a legal governor, federal government standpoint, religious organizations are exempt from any and all restrictions that are applied to anything and everything else, right? And honestly, we should be. That's part of the Constitution, right? The ability to freely practice your religion. So there is no mandates on us for what we must or must not do. And therefore, as far as what is service and everything going to look like, it's going to look just like it used to look before.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be different. We'll probably switch up maybe the flow of service because why not? You know, it's been, it's like putty in our hands. So,
Barely remember what service was like back
I don't even
then.
remember. What's a service? Okay. So, we're still going to have worship. We're still going to have preaching. We're still going to have, community before and after if you're comfortable with that, stuff like that. We're going to do safer ways, cleaner ways, more sanitary ways for giving. We're going to do better ways for communion.
Yeah.
We're going to take those precautions. We're going to clean and sanitize. We're going to do all kinds of stuff on our end to make everything as safe for everybody and make everybody feel as comfortable as possible. So what kind of things are we requiring? Are we going to require face masks? Are we going to require rubber gloves? Are we going to require social distancing? What are we doing? So here's what I'm going to say. We are not going to impose anything on anybody, okay? Now, here's what that means. And we should just know this because it's just the way of the world anyway.
Yeah, this should happen all the time. What we're going to say should be happening all the time.
Everybody has their own personal convictions about this and their own personal preferences and their own personal concerns. We as the church are going to honor everybody wherever that they're at. So here's what that's going to look like. It's going to look like some people are going to come in here with a hazmat suit on, okay? And other people are going to come in here with shorts and a t-shirt on, okay? And nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are going to be wearing masks. Other people are not. Some people might have gloves on. Other people will not. Some people, if you come more than, anything closer than 6 feet are going to run out of the building, right? Like that could happen. That's a thing. People are going to want their personal space. Other people are dying to receive a hug right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got every different type of opinion and practice is going to be put into place, and we're not going to get on the case of somebody who doesn't wear a mask. Okay, we're not going to say, what's wrong with you? You don't care about other people. Okay? And we're also not going to get on the case of the person who does wear a mask. We're not going to be like, oh, you're just operating in fear and you're just blah, 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 blah. We're not going to do any of that. We're going to love one another.
Yes.
We are going to protect and foster the spirit of unity that must exist in the church because it's the primary thing that Jesus even prayed for the church, that we would be unified. Being unified does not mean being uniform where we're all the same way and think the same and do the same.
That's good.
It means that no matter what differences exist and what manner of diversity is in the church, we all love and respect and honor one another, okay? So I will ask that when you see somebody wearing a face mask, that's probably not the person you go up to and hug, okay?
That's probably a good cue.
Yeah. When you see somebody not wearing a face mask, that's not the person that you cast nasty looks to and write a Facebook post about later, okay? We're not going to do any of that. We're going to love each other and respect each other. This is what we're going to do. I will say right now, I encourage you to practice, your best practices, okay? Nothing wrong with social distancing. Nothing wrong with face masks. I made a joke with the staff and the board. I've been looking out at this auditorium every Sunday that I've preached forever. We've all already been practicing social distancing very well. Because it's always, we have to force you to sit in the same row as another human.
Scattered.
So we're always scattered. We're not going to have any of the seats covered, so you will be able to spread out if you want. Obviously, families sit together. You know, if you want to sit with your friend, like, it's all fine. It's basically a very respectful free-for-all in the way that anybody can do what they feel they should do, you know, but we're going to be respectful and love over all of it.
Yeah.
You know, anything else to add with that?
No, I'm not sure where you're going right after this.
The only other major thing that I could think of has to do with Kidsmen.
Okay, well, then I do have something to say. So if that makes you uncomfortable, if, say, you are someone who is concerned for your safety, wants to be wearing the mask and social distancing, and having people around that might not be acting like that is a concern for you, the beautiful thing is we're not going anywhere offline. So we are still going to exist in your home. Mm-hmm. So we don't want you to feel pressure to come back if you think that you're going to miss out.
Yeah, you're not going to miss out.
It's still going to be happening outside of this church building like it has been, but we would love for you to come here on July 12th. And we're not going to have we're going to have a no tolerance policy for anyone who wants to start trouble about someone else having a different opinion. You know what I mean? Like,
give
I'll
you
talk
the old
to you.
boot.
You'll be talking to me.
I'm not going to give you the boot, but
People
we'll
tell
talk.
me.
But yeah, so we're not causing any trouble. Oh, and by the way, with the house, we had been experimenting with the house church thing from the moment we went into yellow phase.
Yes.
And we've had people come with masks and people that came without masks. And guess what? We're all love each other and are respectful, and it's all good. Okay?
I love it. Love it.
Which is awesome. But I want to see that same thing continue to happen in our community on Sunday. So the last big thing to talk about is kids ministry. What's the deal with kids ministry? What are we doing?
That's a big question.
Big question. Initially, we will not be having kidsmen for a period of time. Yeah. Only because, obviously, if you have a child, you know that child exists for no reason other than to foster germs and disease in their being, okay? So when you put a bunch of kids together, it's all kinds of nasty, all right? We know this.
It's like a science lab.
So it's already intense. Obviously, we know childcare is open. You know, you can take them to childcare, so it's not like we're saying you can't do that. But the amount of work to foster a safe environment for our children is one that, quite frankly, we don't have the people to even do it.
We're not equipped to do what we need to do at this point.
We're barely equipped to do what we used to do, let alone what we do now. And that's not a shot, you know, but that's just real.
Yeah.
Kidsmen is always difficult to grow your servant leaders with. And maybe this is going to be the thing that lights a fire under your butt to say, I want to put my kids over there so I don't have to see them for an hour.
I don't want them in here with me.
Maybe then that's God's way of saying, well, then you should go watch other people's kids, you know, for once a month, twice a month. But yeah, so for a time being, we're not going to have kids ministry. We will have a space open if you have, you know, really young kids and you need to just go and be in there with a stream. There, you know, the service will be streamed into the room, so you won't miss church if you have to go be with your kids. But we're just going to go family service style for a period of time. We don't have an end date on that because it really does just have to do with people who are passionate about the next generation and creating worship experiences for them, specifically catered to them, and making the sacrifices necessary to see that happen. Yeah. Once we build that team up real well, then, you know, we'll move forward with reopening our kids. But for the time being, it will be family services only. And I understand if that is also something that maybe upsets you a little bit, either because you don't like kids and you don't want to see other people's kids, or because you were kind of hoping to be able to, you know, have church with your
husband
from your
kids,
your wife. Yeah, get away from your kids.
You've had them this whole time.
Yeah, I get it. The struggle's real. Okay, 10-month-old. Anyway. So, yeah. So this is it. That's the reopening plan.
Yes.
And kind of our own phases of what that's going to look like. So July 12th is the first service. Please, literally make it a purpose and a point to come here that day, because it's going to be super awesome.
Yeah, we're so excited.
Cancel your vacations, whatever. But just
I don't
be
think
here.
very many people had vacations planned right now. Just
No,
throwing it
probably
out there.
not. No, probably not. But, cancel them anyway. So be here is what I'm saying. But if you do want to complain, if you have concerns, questions, complaints about what we're doing, you can email brandon.stifler@revelrychurch.com with all of your concerns,
Pastoral
all
care,
of your
that's my
questions.
job.
all of your anger and hate. Send it towards him.
And then I'll forward it to Nick. Don't worry.
And then he'll forward it to me. No, but seriously, reach out.
Yeah.
Actually, here's my cell phone number. Okay, if you're a part, now listen, people are going to see this that aren't a part of our church. I'm giving you my number because you consider me your pastor and are a part of our church. 724-840-0893. Okay, you can text me, call me. Let me know. Honestly, my door is open to you. My phone is open to you. I want to hear your thoughts and love on you.
Yeah, we want to know what you're thinking. We really do. We don't want you to shy away if you feel like you want to let us know something.
Yeah, and that's in any way. I do want to hear, because here's part of also why we've done the extra time until we open, because we want to see what other churches are doing, kind of their best practices, and maybe some things that they didn't foresee being issues that have become issues. We just want to get a better picture and not just jump the gun and jump right back into it.
Yeah.
So, but it was a prayerfully considered, and we're all in agreement. That's why Brandon's here.
We're in
so
unity
it's not just
here.
me being a dictator. This is like a thought about, agreed upon
We are
decision.
in agreement.
So,
United.
we stand or fall.
No,
Well, if we fall, we'll be united.
We will.
No matter what. No, but okay. So, love you guys. Have a blessed week. Feel free to share this with people if you want, to let people know what your church is doing. And we're excited to see you on June 12th. The day is coming.
We love you. See ya July 12th. You
July
said June
12th.
12th. We'll fix that.
Whatever.
July 12th.
You figured it out. See ya.